everyone, welcome back to Adoptee Things. Today I wanted to do kind of a fun little experiment. So I have photos of both of my birth parents now, yay. And I wanted to see which one I look most like. Because I've never really thought that I looked like anyone in my family, my adoptive family, obviously. When I was a baby, I really looked like my dad, actually, which is kind of funny. So I had black hair and I was really tan. Growing up, of course, I was like, you know, I don't really look like anyone. I know I'm adopted, but it'd be kind of nice to see some familiar little features. And nowadays, I'm like, oh my gosh. I have pictures. Let's do a comparison. So I'm definitely gonna do that. I will say that personality-wise, I am 100,000% my adoptive parents, my parents. I say things that my mom has said to me my whole life that I thought I would never say, weird, funny little cute catchphrases, and I'm super artsy like my dad. He goes all out on all kinds of projects. He's 110 commitment kind of guy to certain things, and then I procrastinate a lot on other things, which I get from him too. Now I want to do a comparison on my face, which is fun in itself. As adoptees, I know we often kind of wish, you know, I wish I looked like someone. Maybe I'll find someone that I look like. Do I look like my birth parents? Do I look like my birth mother? Do I look like my birth father? Questions, questions, questions. And it kind of feels a little bit of a disconnect sometimes, but if and when you do find that connection, it feels pretty cool. And it's kind of fun to know where your facial features came from, whether you love them or have a love-hate relationship with them. So I'm going to start with my birth mother. Now I think I actually look kind of like both of my birth parents. If you stuck them in a blender, this is absolutely what would pop out. But I'll start with my birth mother. I'm going to get really close and we'll do a lovely little comparison. This is my favorite photo of her in the whole world. I think it's so cute. I think it's from when she was about 20 years old. Not totally sure. I'll try and make the face. Now she's got this big, fantastic, like 80s hair. I think it's so cool. This was in a photo booth. I just think this is the coolest picture in the whole world. She looks so of the time and hip with her eyeliner and her fantastic eyebrows. I obviously did not inherit her eyebrows. These are painted on, but gosh, I love her hair. Okay, let's see. Now imagine me with my brown hair, imagine her without the highlights, and I think we'd actually look a lot alike. What do you think? Pretty close? I think that's pretty good. Now I definitely see some of our face shapes are similar. I have a bit of her eyes because I know she had greenish eyes. And I obviously look like I have brown eyes, but in certain light, they turn extremely green. After I cry, they turn extremely green, just like hers were apparently. Hers were more bluish green, but I definitely have super green eyes underneath the brown. So for here, brown, super close green, which I love because my birth father, being Hispanic and such, he has very, very dark brown eyes. And so I kind of like to think of it as a mix, that my birth parents' eyes mixed together to create mine, which is kind of fun. Now those are the more obvious comparisons that I see between her and me. When I look that way, I look like her. I've got big, thick hair like her. It's usually kind of wavy. You can see I get some little frizzies on the sides. I try and push them back. I'm trying to embrace them more, but she had some big hair, so I love that. Moving over to my birth father. Here we go. This is a bit more head on. This is a picture of when he was a little boy, just to protect privacy, and my birth mother has passed, but this is how I knew that he was my birth father, because if you look at his face and you look at my face, I don't know if you see it, I'm looking at it right now, but oh my gosh, I saw myself right away. I saw myself a little bit in my half-sister from him too, but I think it's a dead-on comparison. I mean, the nose, my eyebrows without the paint, they kind of do that sort of wispy thing that his does. My face shape, I don't know if you can really tell. I don't like to pull my hair back because these little guys stick out, but my face shape, stop it, is very heart-shaped, kind of like his. You get that rounded chin a little bit. His isn't as pronounced as mine, but you definitely get that sort of round heart shape. I was born with a basketball for a head. I had the roundest head as a baby. No hats fit me, let's just put it that way. But now I definitely know where I got it. The brown eyes, I don't have his ears. Mine don't stick out as much as that. I think that's pretty cute. But definitely the face shape, a bit of the nose, and he has a bit of a monolid, or the overarching eyelid. I don't have that, but the eyebrows, and you can see he's got kind of kinky natural hair. His hair really grows out into a bit of a fro, which is surprising. But some of my half siblings on his side definitely got the big curly sort of natural hair. I only got like little hints of it. These guys I kind of straighten out. This waves after I wash my hair, and I don't dry, I just leave it to dry. I don't brush it for a few days after I wash it because it just gets huge. Right now you can't really see, but I do have some little waves that happen. I don't know, I think I look a lot like him. I think if you, again, put those faces in a blender and this is what would come out. I would love to hear your opinions. Some people think I don't look like him. Some people think I'm my birth mother's twin. Now my sister from my birth mother is definitely her twin. I look more like her in that picture, oh my God. But in pictures where she's a bit older or facing straight on, exactly like my sister. She's got like the roundish button nose, the bluish eyes, green eyes, and the freckles everywhere. I do get freckles, I get little sun kisses and things, and kind of around my eyes. You can't probably see because of the makeup, but I definitely get that from her. But oh man, feels so good, guys. I can't even tell you how good it feels, and I don't want to put this out there and try and make anyone else feel bad if they haven't seen any pictures or will maybe never see any pictures. Don't feel like you need this to be complete. I never felt like I needed this. I'm very lucky to have these pictures now. I know not many people or adoptees do get these pictures, but I'm very grateful to have them. If I didn't have them, I mean, I can't say because I have them, but I don't know, before I didn't have this one and I felt okay with that. I did have a picture of my birth mother, but I think finding connections in other ways is really what makes the most impact. This is like a little cherry on top, being able to see these pictures and see my face in other people. But I don't know. I think making connections to yourself and finding those likenesses and connections to people around you, your friends, your parents, your family, seeing what you've picked up in life from the people that care about you and love you and have taken care of you, or that you've just come to take on little mannerisms from. I think that's the most important thing. This is fun, but that's really what matters. So yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. Who do you think I look most like? Neither of them, both of them, one of them, and tell me if you think that you look like any of your relatives, whether biological or adopted either. Until next time.